What's up, everybody? How we feeling this evening, man? You know, always unfortunately, the technical difficulties that's holding us back over here from making the live stream on time. But we're here. We made it. Episode 2. It's been a while. It's been about 2 months since my previous stream. Thank God we can be here to obviously do the stream. Shout out everybody that shows up today. Thank you all. Um, so today, really just want to touch on really key things. Being the state of the market, the future of the market, what we can anticipate because the market's ever changing, and it's kind of crazy how just maybe a couple months ago, we were looking like we were already going to go to the moon. I swear we were looking phenomenal. I mean, Bitcoin was going to 74K. I mean, you can't make a better story, right? We were literally about to touch we already passed all-time high technically, but I think it's funny because we entered this consolidation period over here. I mean, it's been very long. It's been basically since March 11th, which was the top, and that week of March 11th, and we've been ranging. So we've been ranging anywhere from we can pretty much say about 74,000, and we kind of bottomed out at a 48,000. And I know it's tricky, scary, thinking of somebody who bought up here and selling it, down here. But we've been able to consolidate, and also we've been able to bounce off of moving averages, which has been very important. Because basically, what I'm just trying to get at right now with everyone, I just want everyone to understand that all the stuff that's happened, everything, all the ups and downs, we still, in the long run, we look very solid right now. We still look very good. I would not be worried. I would not be tripping. I think we look very good. Now, um, like me personally, I'm always on optimistic, and I always would say, we're gonna go up, we're gonna go up, and I'm gonna say that again. And the reason why I'm gonna say that again is because when you look at Bitcoin and going to the 74K, it's like as if it almost feels like we kind of like all forgot about it, right? The whole, it feels like sometimes we almost forgot about that whole BlackRock narrative, the narrative that they went and did the ETFs, and now they hold Bitcoin, and now they're big whales, and all that. So a lot of people are forgetting that whole narrative because the hype kind of died down, right? That's why. We went to the moon, and then now we kind of like calmed down, and now we are consolidating, and people aren't as excited in the market as they were, I would say, a couple months ago. But I think that this is all part of the game. Even myself, I kind of got a little discouraged a little bit when I seen the market acting funny, and that's why I stepped away for a tiny bit just to gather myself. And but now that I'm looking at the market, um now, there is a couple narratives that I want to touch on today that I think are important narratives to, have your eyes on, because we are already entering December, we are already in the end of October, and I can pretty much say firmly that, you know, we are, basically what, like 10 days away from elections. And, historically, elections have been a very good thing for the market. And I just think that we are basically exiting that shithole of 2 years we had in the economy where the interest rates were super high, things were expensive, inflation got too rampant. There's a lot of things that happen, and yeah, I mean, there's a insane amount of things that happen and whatnot. But at the end of the day, right now, you guys know where I'm going with this. I'm gonna have to talk about Solana right now. And we're gonna have to really, really break apart and dissect Solana right now. Okay? Because folks are extremely underestimating the potential of Solana. That's like people are underestimating it heavily. And the reason why I say that is because, folks, Solana is literally faster than ETH by crazy amount of X's, right? I don't want to say what the number is because I don't want to throw people off and be like, oh, 100x, 200x. But I mean, the proof is in the pudding. You go and use Solana, it literally the transactions finalize super fast. The cost of transactions are super cheap, and that's been the narrative for the past 2 years, to be honest with you guys. And when I first saw Solana come out, I would have never had expected, for it to be such a success like it is. But it's because literally the tech behind it. I mean, we all had. Let's keep it 100. I mean, we all had our fair share of the ETH meme coin days, right? The ETH meme coin days was ridiculous, right? I mean, pretty much this whole rise up was the ETH meme coin days, to be honest with you. This whole rise up. But the problem that I'm seeing with ETH is that ETH is like a grandpa. ETH is super slow. ETH is super expensive to use. Now we are just sticking around. A lot of people are just sticking around with ETH because what it's like kind of like the only things people know for the most part, right? People, when you enter a crypto market, people already know. ETH, Bitcoin. That's the first things people know when they jump into the crypto market. And you got to think like that's just by default. They're the coins with the two biggest market caps. They've proven themselves in terms of they work. They're not broken systems. They work. Now the issue is, okay, that works. ETH works when you have a an ecosystem of only, say, store number out there, 100K, 200,000 people. Okay, but when you really start scaling out and you really start getting to the masses of people, right? When you really start, expanding, and now you have to serve 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million people. That's where the problem comes with ETH, and that's what's really holding back ETH. To be honest, that is what's really pushing it back. Because if ETH was just as fast as Solana, ETH would be up there, but ETH is holding back this whole past bear market. Like, look how much. Like, this is not even like literally. So if we go here, Sol to ETH, right? Hold on. Let's go to Sol to ETH here. Okay, bam. Like, folks, Sol is literally overperforming against ETH ridiculously. This chart right here tells the biggest story. Okay? This tells the biggest story. And the reason why I say that is because look how good Sol is performing against ETH. It's like, it's not even a joke. Like, look at it for yourself. This is the chart of Sol against ETH. And this is like, and this is when I say this narrative, I had a couple people, messaging me on Instagram because, I had posted the other day, like, hey guys, we need to start deep diving into Sol and really accumulating Sol. I mean, we should have been doing this, but I'm just reiterating, right? So I'm just like, yo, guys, we really need to put money into Sol because the narrative is Sol is going to overtake ETH. And as much as you don't want to believe that, this chart, this chart literally tells you, like, to think that Sol against ETH, like being like under a penny, and then now it's being seven cents, and it just makes you feel like, damn, why did I even hold ETH? What was the reason to even hold ETH, right? Like, they don't. I'm trying to get a pair over here for a Sol Doge. I'm trying to look at Sol against everything. Let me see even Sol against Bitcoin. Okay, performing really well too. So that's my thing. Like, Sol is performing well against pretty much anything you can anything you can think for the most part. Oh, let's do is XRP here. Ooh, even better. Oh my god. This is what, like, you see what I'm trying to get at? Like, you can literally you can literally place Soul against any coin on the market, and this shit is pumping against everything. And the most hilarious thing is how much I used to hate on ETH back in the day. I used to hate, I mean, my fault, not ETH. I used to hate on Soul back in the day, heavy, right? Always hating on Soul. I just didn't believe in it, and also I just didn't understand it, right? And that's okay, and I'm okay with that, and I'm open to mistakes, and you guys know me, I always admit to mistakes. I have no problem saying when I'm wrong, because I obviously am not God. I can obviously not tell the future, so I try to have conjectures and logic and put things together that make sense as to why a Solana would be etc. Right? I'm over here chit chatting, but you get the point, okay? And and what I'm just trying to get at, like now coming in, to this bull run, we gotta already think. You have to have exposure to Sol. That's number one. Okay, that's number one. You have to have exposure to Sol. Now, um, and that's just because you're betting that Sol is gonna surpass ETH and become a bigger than ETH. And folks need to understand, when you look at something like a, let's say, CoinGecko. Let's go here. Let's put this in dark mode. I hate bright screens. Oof. I hate bright screens. Everything has to be dark over here, okay? So let's go by market cap over here. Okay. Okay, so right here, we have a Sol at 83 billion, and we have an ETH at 303 billion. So if I'm not mistaken, that's going to be somewhere like a 4x, I believe. Wait, actually, yeah, it's like a 4x. It's like a 3 to 4x, somewhere in the middle of that. Um, for Sol to catch up to ETH. Um, but hey, that still makes me very confident, because on the flip side, you guys gotta think, right? You guys gotta think for a second. We are entering an insane bull run. Okay, we are entering an insane bull run where everything's gonna go to the moon. We know that. It doesn't take a genius to figure it out. We all going to the moon. We're all gonna be lit. But the reality is, everything. So yeah, basically, we're in a bull run. We're gonna go to the moon, and everything has room to grow. But now the thing is, I noticed with a Solana, it's already growing extremely prior to a bull run, because Solana really grew in this bear market. Like that's where Solana really shined. Like Solana did, went to the moon last bull run, but the crazy part is that Solana didn't even have near the users. The tech has upgraded immensely. It used to shut down like crazy back in the day. And then now to see how Solana has pivoted and become what it is today, I mean, it's like it's an amazing story. I mean, Solana right now is really shining, and like right now, like BNB being in front of Solana, like please, like this is like BNB is holding on by a thread here. Like BNB should not be in the same realms as a Solana. Just it shouldn't be. Like look at this 24-hour volume. Look at the 24-hour volume on a Solana. Like come on guys. Like this is not fair over here. BNB, this would be dethroned really soon. I don't see this being bigger than a Solana in the long term. No, no way. No way, Jose. And then the people the people who think the XRP maxis out there, please man, get away from this shit, please, man. For real, please stay away from this, bro. This is one coin that, to me personally, there's just no reason to be holding this. This is dead in the water for me. I mean, I know it's gonna be I know the bull run's gonna come around, and we're gonna see a extreme pump on XRP, and everyone's gonna be boasting, hyping up XRP. Oh, XRP's the best. XRP this, XRP that. I see it every cycle. I get it. Things go up, whatever. But this is not something to hold in the long term. That's just my solid opinion. And so what I want to really do is go through the top 100 today and really just touch on, you know, the most important coins I see and things that leading up to this bull run would be a easy buy. And I'll gauge also the risk for you. So I'll let you know the risk and etc. So a BTC is an obvious buy. We all know that. BTC is an obvious buy. Um, Everyone knows that. Let's get this money. Uh, God Hash, I see you in the chat, man. I see you in the chat, man. All right, so hold on. Okay, so we have. Okay, we're not gonna talk about stable coins, obviously. BNB. I just don't see this being a top dog for too long. Solana, we spoke about this. I think that this is gonna be the number two coin, most likely to overtake a ETH. Obviously, not gonna overtake Bitcoin, but you get the gist, okay? Um, XR, XRP. This is a no-no for me, honestly. This should not be number seven. This should be something more like a 20, if anything. Okay, we have Dogecoin. Dogecoin. I love Dogecoin. You guys know that. Dogecoin's chart is looking phenomenal right now. Truly a work of art. It's already consolidated down, and every time we all know, every time things go like to the down end like this, usually it rebounds, but usually could take us a little higher. So I'm very interested in seeing this chart, what it's gonna do on the monthly frame, because on the monthly frame it's phenomenal. So you got to think if Doge could keep going, closing out. If it closes out, because the month closes in 4 days, the chart, right? The candle. So if the candle could close above in the next 4 days, I mean, that's just like it's easy to bet on the next month, right? Because you see two green candles, one being super nice, and then, if a second one, when the second candle opens, on November 1st, hey, it could open the doors for another pump up, right? So that's something to think about. The chart for Dogecoin is looking solid. Stay solid with that one. I think that one's good, okay? Tron. Tron's very interesting, very hated, but very loved. I think it is mainly an Asian coin. Hey, there's money to be made there. There's a lot of people trading on Tron. There's just those those speculations on, oh, Justin Sun control stuff, and he's a fraud, and there's always a bunch of nonsense going on about Justin Sun. That shit never stops, to be honest with you. They're gonna be talking about Justin Sun forever. Okay. Tuncoin, Telegram's coin. Hey, this is gonna be most likely correlated strictly to Telegram. If Telegram does well, this is probably gonna do well. It's probably gonna end up getting adopted by the crypto community, because the crypto community is all in Telegram. So Toncoin should do well, but obviously there is those little things happening with the CEO, the founder of Telegram, being locked up in France. So we need to see how all that plays out and how all that cools down, and then it's gonna help Toncoin. But as long as there's scrutiny and controversy around the founder of Telegram right now, this coin will continue to, I think, go down. That's my opinion. I think Cardano. I think Cardano has a lot to prove. Cardano, it's tough with Cardano, right? I know a lot of us bought tons of Cardano, rode it to the moon, rode it back down. I get it. I mean, a lot of shit happened last bull run, but Cardano's price is not phenomenal right now. Okay, but also it does provide a very good opening into purchasing and trying to just build a position, because this chart, like if you look at it, it really is at the bottom of the barrel. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is really horrible. Like, like for someone looking at this, they're like, I'm never investing in Cardano. Why the hell would I invest in Cardano? It's all the way down right now. But you got to think, the lowest Cardano went in this bear market Looks like it was 22 cents, something like that. Yeah, it's looking like 22 cents. That was the lowest. So, you think on the flip side, you're at 34, you're at about 50% increase from the bottom, but you're also you're also almost a 10x away from all-time high. Okay? So, there is a good risk to reward. Think about that. There is a good risk to reward right now to be had on a Cardano. Okay? Um, because at the end of the day, it's literally all the way at the bottom. It's down like, let's see how much this shit is down. Hold on. Where are you? Where are you? There we go. All right, let's get the top over here. Bam. It's gonna be like a rough estimate over here, but damn. We already at one point we were already down 92%. Right now we're somewhere around the 90%. Like probably like 90, 89% down. Um, I mean, we've seen this in previous bear markets, coins going down up to 95, 96%. And I could get actually why some people, a lot of, back in the, in the deep, deep bear market, last year when we were in the trenches, a lot of people would say, this is not the time to be buying altcoins. This is the time to only be buying the big shit. And the crazy part is, I now understand why people say that. I now understand why people say, do not buy meme coins, uh, altcoins in a bear market. And the reason being is because, like this, I'll use this chart as an example. Okay, so let's use this chart right here. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, so let's say you go and buy in the bear market. Okay, say you buy whatever. Let's say you're looking at Cardano and you see it dumping, 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 and you see it right here. Maybe like right around here, right? So that is gonna be 73 cents. You're looking at this and you're like, oh my god, Cardano's down 76%. Obviously now's the time to buy, right? So like this era right here, this was in 2022, going into 2023, this whole like bottom end. But like the point is, then you go right here, right? It's down. So Cardano's down 76%. You're like, yo, I'm buying at 73 cents right now, okay? Then I'm gonna show you something trippy. So you get it at 70. So you get it at 73 cents, right? Because it was down 76%. Now you go and you dump money. And then now that 73 cent, now it dumps, right? It dumps all the way. Look, 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 look. To 30, let's say 30, right here to 42 cents. Now it's dropped another 42%. Now that shit that you bought at 73, now you're hurting. Now you're like, oh my God, bro. Oh my God, I'm getting ripped right now. Oh my God, right? And then you're like, okay, I'm gonna buy more. See, look, watch. Watch how scary this shit gets. Now I'm gonna buy more. So you bought more 42 cents, right? And then bam. This is where the final nail in the coffin comes right here for you. The the one where you cry at night right here. This is the one, look, goes 22 cents and now you lost another 47% on what you just bought at 43%, and then now you're down almost 80, like 80 to 90% on your initial investment. So I'm saying, cuz 73 cent all the way down to 22 cent is 69%, my friend. So you lost 69% on your initial investment of 73 cent, and then you lost another like 47% on your second buy. So it's like, that's what I'm trying to get at. This is what I'm trying to explain. And this is that epiphany that I had. I couldn't believe it. That's the epiphany that I had, where I realized it's like my guy, you can't you really can't just like you really can't be buying small coins and whatnot in a bear market. You really can't. And I made that mistake. Now also got a little lucky too, because in the bear market, I was buying a lot of Doge and GRT, timed them really well. But especially GRT, being able to um, dollar cost average at basically almost the bottom, basically, right? Whereas I wasn't buying right here at 132, right? Like I wasn't like I got lucky in the sense that I wasn't buying at 132. I had waited all the way till it got to 10 cents. And then this consolidation period right here, which came from July 2022 all the way down to November 23 of last year, this gave me all this time here to accumulate. So then I ended up getting an average price of about 8 cents. Just dollar cost averaging, buying it under, getting an average cost of about 8 cents, if I'm not mistaken. So that's my thing. So it's like I could ride up these hypes, up here, not sell, ride down here, maybe buy more, ride out it up there. But for the most part, if I didn't get lucky, I would have got smoked, just like everyone else buying altcoins in a bear market. Like you're just not. It's like it's so difficult to be able to time a bottom of a project, time the bottom of a coin. It is literally just extremely difficult. So I just feel like once the market reacts and the market starts to get a leg, right? Starts to build legs, that's when you go and dive in. That's when you go and pour money. Because you're not gonna pour money before, right? Like like right now, where we are in the market as we stand, this is the time that we should have all been pouring in. Like we all poured money in the past, but I'm saying like for future reference, like this was a time right now that was good to inject even more capital right now, or start building your portfolio right now, even if you wanted to, even if you were late to the game. And the reason why I say that is because look, just take a look for yourself. Every coin kind of looks like this. Look at Doge. One to the moon, one to hell. Now, it literally made a new higher high and a new higher low. So, what is that? What does this mean for us? Hey, very good possibility, my friend, of bam, 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 and setting us up to take us for another leg up. Because you guys know this is how the shit goes. You know, most likely this step right here. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry. So yeah, this support right here was big, man. This was super big for setting us up for a bull run. Doge looks phenomenal right now. A lot of coins look phenomenal, and that's that thing I'm trying to get at. Right now is such a good time to pour in big amounts of money, because now we're actually gearing up. The market is actually showing signs that we are going to go higher. So now would be a moment where you can invest and feel confident and sleep at night and know, like, hey, there's a good chance that this can actually take off. Whereas you're buying in a bear market, and then we still have mad time before bull run, and then now you're fluctuating, going up, down, up, down. You feel me? So that's what I'm trying to get at. So Avalanche, Avalanche, hey, Avalanche has good tech. Um, good tech, but not the best project in the world, to be honest with you. I just feel like sometimes it makes me feel like about these side chains and all that. It's just like, yeah, everyone's doing the same thing, right? Like, why would somebody use AVAX over a Solana, or why would someone use a AVAX over someone else? I mean, there's so many chains with really cheap gas fees and fast on ETH. Like, I don't know. I think it's a nuisance to be honest. Link, love Link. You guys know that. Polkadot, interested to see where Polkadot's gonna go, but I don't know where it really is gonna place in this market because, like I said, you got Solana. Uniswap, funny enough, I think Uniswap's gonna do really good. Uniswap actually has Unichain coming out. So Uniswap is gonna have their own layer two releasing soon, which is definitely gonna make things super interesting. Litecoin, please don't hold this. Throw this out. This is garbage. This is gonna go to zero. Okay. Near, this one is actually one to keep an eye out. Near, super amazing project, lacking a little bit of adoption, but that can open the lane for adoption. Sui, you know what's funny? These three projects are the same kind of vibes. I would say probably Near is faster than all of them, a little bit better than all of them. These are two heavily centralized competing chains, but for the most part, you know, Sui and Aptos, I, me personally, I rather bet on Near over Sui and Aptos all day because I feel like Sui and Aptos still have so much more developing to do. Like their chains only came out recently, and there ain't no adoption like that. It's just the beginners, not the beginners, but the first people to be on Sui and providing liquidity, etc. But there ain't really much going on over there. Pepe, Pepe, go to the moon, baby. Yeah, I know that. I'm not holding any, but most likely it's gonna go to the moon. Um, BitSensor, I don't know too much to speak on it, so I won't speak on it. Internet Computer, I think it's gonna do well in the bull run. I think this is gonna be a super underdog. I just think a lot of people don't understand their tech and their technology. Caspa, I remember this was a coin. A lot of people, like a Da Vinci J15, what's his face, MM Crypto, were gassing up. I mean, it's 3 billion market cap, so you know, Monero never disappears. I swear, never disappears. Monero. This coin could go to hell, but it will go to the moon again because this coin, as crazy as it sounds, I think Monero is still a buy, always been a buy, and will remain always a buy because privacy. There's not that many things on this planet anymore that are privacy. Monero is actually one of them. One of the things that actually still maintain privacy. And people can say Monero's used for illegal stuff, for drugs, yada yada. But at the end of the day, Monero's still for privacy. It wasn't designed for illegal things. It was designed for privacy. Now, if people use it for illegal things, that's on, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I think Monero is a really good buy to make good returns in the future. But just be aware, Monero is one of those coins that is under so much scrutiny all the time that unfortunately exchanges could delist it, right? Whenever they please and delist it and be like, oh, uh, due to regulation or whatever, we're getting rid of it. So that is something to think about. XLM, garbage. I would not hold this shit. This is a piece of shit. ETH Classic, also a piece of shit, but it will go up in the bull run because people make anything go up in a bull run. Whitebit, don't know about this coin. First Digital USD, looks like a stable coin, okay. Stacks, this is a project where I seen so many people hyping up this one. This one because this one is a second layer on Bitcoin. They're building on Bitcoin and whatnot. So when all that hype was coming, let's say 2 or 3 months ago. No, not 2 or 3 months ago. Like 4 or 5 months ago. All the hype around Bitcoin and all the hype around ordinals and rooms and all this stuff. Stacks was in the middle of all that hype because Stacks is the gas. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me, but if I'm not mistaken, Stacks is the gas fee token for the Stacks network. Okay, so Stacks price went ballistic. I don't know how Stacks is doing today. Looks like it's down, but that's not, that's what happened to a lot of the market. But see, Stacks being at 314, it's at 174 right now. I mean, on the flip side, it makes you think stacks could go higher than this. Okay, I don't own any stacks, but this can go way higher than this if people maintain the faith and people keep buying it because it actually does something pretty good. Hold Polygon, you know, this one, it's tough with Polygon, man. It is really tough with Polygon. This coin has been shitting the bed for a very long time. And I would have to say, most likely it's been shitting the bed because all these other layer twos and all this stuff coming out. I mean, you got base optimism. You got base like there's like literally like freaking 100 different side chains and whatnot. So it's like Polygon. Unfortunately, it's like I know there's gonna be money to be made, but the only thing that scares me about Polygon is that it's gonna fade away because you got base, you got optimism, you got uni chain. Like, be honest, people never traded meme coins on Polygon. Polygon was never a place for meme coins. And the only reason why I bring up meme coins is because everyone knows meme coins is what pushes this market and pushes a chain. If meme coins start going crazy on your chain, that gas fee token is going to go to the moon. That's just how things work. That's how it always worked. Okay. And I just think that Polygon is lacking adoption right now, and it's showing, and that's why it's hurting. It hasn't rebounded. It just keeps going down. Dog with hat. I think this is gonna do good in the bull run, but obviously, whoever buys this, you got to be very patient and very calculated. Um, can't make stupid moves, obviously, because this is gonna move very. It's gonna fluctuate so crazily during a bull run, and to be honest, hey, if you're somebody who wants to hold with at 251, I wouldn't, but hey, man, you either buy now or you don't, right? Because it's like, if this goes to a 40 billion, right? That's almost like a 15x, I think it is, or 14x or something like that. If it goes to 40 billion, right? OKB is OKX's coin. I won't comment on that. Immutable X, uh, Immutable X, that whole narrative being an NFT chain and yada yada. uh, Ain't no one using that for that. And IMX is also lacking a ton of adoption. Me personally, I feel like IMX goes up when NFCs go up because they're pretty much directly correlated. NFC struggle, Immutable X is struggling. That's just a reality. Aave probably gonna do well because it's a money market for collateral lending and buying. So it's probably gonna go up because people are gonna be, a lot of these coins are correlated to times in a bull run and times in a cycle. A lot of these coins go up only when we're in that time of the cycle. Like Aave, for example. Aave most likely will go up when massive amounts of people are borrowing on Aave, when massive amounts of liquidity is being injected and massive amounts of money is being borrowed. That's when Aave is going to go up. Right now, it's holding well because the market is low key moving forward slowly. Market isn't pumping it ridiculously, but it's going to hold well as long as people are leveraging because we all know everyone leverages in a bull run. Leveraging in a bear market, it's super risky, right? Because of the volatile situations. Filecoin. Look, I always believe in Filecoin. I'm gonna continue believing Filecoin. Uh, my only thing is I think Filecoin is lacking adoption as well. I think that there's a lot of room for storage coins because storage is something in the on the internet that we're always gonna need. There's always space to be used. The internet's always growing. The internet never gets erased. So there's always gonna be a need for space, and specifically cheap space. There's always going to be a need for cheap internet storage. Filecoin could be one of them because all you need is big players to take, like, all you need is big players to invest mad money into this project or, you know, etc. And these things can go forward. feel me? Just gotta have patience, right? I mean, obviously, everything could go to hell because there's a lot of players in storage. That's one thing that's for sure. There's a lot of players in storage. Okay, so I'm only gonna do up to 50 today, but I would say Arbitrum. This should be higher. Okay, the reason why I say Arbitrum should be higher because I feel like Arbitrum is a better Polygon. Okay, the only difference is, and here's the crazy part about this: Polygon's a gas fee, a gas token. Arbitrum isn't. Arbitrum is a governance token, right? So the fact that Arbitrum is 2 billion and Polygon is 2.5 billion goes to show you how much Polygon is really struggling right now. Arbitrum, the only thing I feel about Arbitrum, I really hate that it's only a governance coin and it's not a gas coin because I feel like Arbitrum would have been at least it could have easily been worth as much as a Aptos or a Sui if it was the gas fee token. But I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, you know, it is what it is. But Chronos, not a really a fan of Crow. Chronos to me, Chronos to me makes me feel like it's gonna go up because of the exchange for the most part. That's what I think. Probably go up because of the exchange. Aside from that, ain't no one using that shit. That's the reality. Ain't no one using it. And Optimism, I think he's gonna do good because Optimism is that same vibe as Arbitrum, and they're always building new tech, and they have a really, I feel like, a strong community. Now, is Optimism gonna overperform Arbitrum? I think they're gonna move together for the most part because they're both governance coins. They're not gas fee coins, right? If they were gas fee coins, the story would probably be way different. I can tell you that right now. But look, guys, to close out today's live stream, basically, just to round everything up, I just want to say Solana is probably where you're going to want to be at for the foreseeable future. If you're putting in, I am not financial advice, obviously. Just got to remind everyone that. But this is all my opinion and what I feel when I see this market right now. I just feel like Solana for the foreseeable future is a must buy. Hands down. Solana is a must buy. Why? You guys all know it. It's better than ETH, fastest chain, super cheap to use, massive amounts of users, super adopted. Okay? You don't have to buy a coin that hasn't been adopted yet. It's already being super adopted. Okay? Something to think about. Okay? And it's overperforming ETH all day, every day. ADA, I think ADA is still a buy because at the end of the day, even though ADA is struggling, ADA is still building real tech. And here's the crazy part. I still feel like Cardano's gonna end up being better than a ETH. I think in the long run, a Cardano's gonna be better than an ETH. But Cardano obviously has a lot to prove. But if they can do this whole native BTC bridge they're talking about, let me just put BTC ADA bridge. So this is what everyone's been talking about the past days. New BTC bridge could bridge BTC, to Cardano and yada yada yada. You know, hey, it's possible, folks. So I just say, and like I kept telling you, at 34 cents, this is a buy. Okay, this is definitely a buy, hands down a buy. But if I were you holding it, you should definitely be staking to earn that 5%. Only because at least to bring in something extra, some extra inflow, right? Aside from what you're just holding. That's what I do with GRT. I stake it. I think all these coins, if you could stake it, you should stake it just to bring you some residual while you're waiting for that bull run. You don't want to just be holding a coin, not getting earnings on it. Now, if it's a coin like, say, like a Dogecoin, you can't stake that. There is, you know, exchanges and protocols that might support that, but you're taking a big risk because it's not native staking, right? It's something that someone invented, a liquidity providing kind of vibe, and now you're providing your Doge for returns. But if something goes wrong, That's EOS. EOS. So, look, guys. And that's what I guys want to talk. I want to talk to you guys about. So, I decided. Okay, I decided that the Genesis NFT going forward, I will be discontinuing the Genesis NFT soon. Okay? I will announce the date. I will announce the date on Instagram, announce the date on Twitter, YouTube, everything. I will let everyone know the day that I will be discontinuing the Genesis NFT. And what I mean by discontinuing, no, I don't mean if you have a Genesis NFT, it won't work anymore. What I mean by it is I'm gonna discontinue it. So whoever buys it prior to discontinuing will maintain they will maintain their you know the lifetime access to the inner circle Discord if you hold the Genesis NFT. Um and the point is that you know during the bear market I try to look out for the most part when I came up with the NFT with the Genesis NFT. In my head it was more so I wanted to really give away like because it was like everyone knows my Discord was a subscription service where you subscribed and you joined the Discord and you got to learn, meet people, whole community. That's what I wanted to create. And then, everyone stuck with me in the bull run and everyone, we were going crazy. It was good times. But one thing I realized that like I wanted to in a way give back to those people that really believed in me, man. I mean, there were people out here subscribed to me for a year, like I really wanted to have a way where people can join the Discord and be in there for life, right? So that's why I invented the Genesis NFT. Created a Genesis NFT where people can buy it, have it, and always be a part of my community. But in the foreseeable future, soon, maybe I'm gonna announce the day, but maybe in 2 to 3 weeks, not maybe I will be discontinuing the Genesis NFT. So people will have until then to buy one if they want one to receive lifetime access. And once the NFT is discontinued and I close the mint, then you will only be able to get that Genesis NFT on Opensea on if someone else is reselling and if you want and yeah there's only going to be two ways to join the Discord after the NFT is discontinued. It's going to be either you buy it on the secondhand market or you just subscribe to the Discord and the Discord will go for all newcomers it will go back to just a subscription based service and all those people that have the NFT, I will always honor it. And you guys are in there for life, forever. If you guys do decide to sell it, that's up to you. But if you do decide to sell it, the new owner of the NFT will have the lifetime access to the Discord. So hey, I mean, pretty much, I mean, holding the Genesis NFT um, pretty much gives you like ultimate membership to everything I'm doing in crypto because at the end of the day it's like as long as you hold it you're always a part of it and hey if people value the NFT more because it's discontinued hey if you want to make some money I guess you could sell it to somebody else who wants to be a lifetime holder of the NFT, right? So folks, thank you so much for showing up. Sorry for the technical difficulties in the beginning. It's okay, but I'm gonna try to do these all the time. I love you guys so much, man. Thank you much for supporting. It's been like a solid like 3 years. It's almost been 4 years, man. But it's been a solid like 3 years and a half with you guys going hard. You guys never gave up on me, and I never gave up on you guys. And I'm gonna continue always to be here, and I just want to win with you guys and let's get this money, man. I love you guys, man. Stay blessed, all right? Thank you so much.